Steve Rajo, bass hang. Here we are again. I guess this is a deconstructing iconic basses series, something like that. The series of 2. So we got Howard Ulyate, Bob Gnarly, Nick Galaura, Doug Koeppen. We're unveiling this P bass that Howard hasn't led us until this moment. So
I bought this bass 20 years ago.
You bought it
20 years
ago. Okay.
I don't remember what I paid for it, but it's a nice looking bass. You ready?
All right.
You want to get?
Oh man.
Yeah. You can. This is.
Wow.
This is the original owner's manual.
Original case.
Original case.
Man.
But I love this owner's manual. It's just.
What are we looking at here? It's obviously Fender Precision. What do you know? What year?
I think it's early 70s.
So this was white, Olympic white when it started. Now it's got the aging yellow. So I noticed too the pickup covers sometimes are more curved than square. Is that? I don't know, because this one looks a little bit more 90-degree angle. Here, does that?
That's probably because the screws are just bending it.
And it has a real and in the older P basses and jazz basses, I mean the fretboards literally, I mean they're thin. There's not that much
thin.
wood.
They're curved.
And they're curved.
They're
yeah.
curved. They call the curved fingerboard because the bottom of the fingerboard is curved.
This is all wear and tear from it, rust and goodness.
So there's that.
Cool.
Look at that. That's the bottom side. The bottom side of the cover. You don't see that every day.
Beautiful. And it also looks like this kind of has a little bit of a. Is it shrinking or is it just kind of the way? Okay. Huh.
The screw is probably going to just pop right out. Yeah.
There you go.
But that's the nice tortoiseshell.
That's
Pickguard,
real
celluloid.
tortoiseshell.
There's the bottom of that. As you can see, there's
a
foam in there that's just turned rock hard.
So, and then the pickguards too. Tortoiseshell these days is very different. They can't really. Why can't they reproduce?
Well, these are made out of like celluloid, which
Okay.
is what they made the old film out of.
Mm. Oh, actual film that your camera.
And actually, this stuff is very flammable. It'll catch fire.
Is that what? So this one, same.
Yep.
Same thing.
That's probably an earlier version of that.
This is This one is a 60. What did I say? 68. Yeah. So, same type of.
Same material.
Film material. Yeah. Okay.
Like this is a reproduction, and as you can see, it looks nothing like the original.
It's not as deep and okay. You know, I never noticed that the actual neck and the fingerboard is curved, has a radius, as opposed to the actual neck being flat and then the bottom of the fingerboard being flat and just the top having the radius. So
the original jazz basses, when rows of fingerboards, 60, 61, and 62, it was flat or called a slab fingerboard.
Slab, okay.
And then in 63, they changed over to the curved. So let's take the
I
strings
think
off.
those thin fingerboards contributed all to the the sound that they got back then.
Definitely.
Huh.
I do think so.
Yeah.
I mean, more punchy or more, what do you think the quality difference is?
I've yet to really figure it out, but my suspicions are that the thicker fingerboards are going to have more punch.
Interesting.
And almost a more compressed sound. These are, the thinner fingerboards definitely have like a more warm, less punchy but warmer kind of sound.
Well, that's the interesting sort of difference. You'd expect punchy and warmer to go together, but there's something obviously in the quality of the tone of the old basses that is missing.
Huh.
I think that's East Indian rosewood.
East Indian, okay. Huh.
And these frets are original, and what's funny, if I'm not mistaken, I think these were done the old Fender style way, where they actually had a lady that they didn't put the frets in like this, they slid the frets in. They had this device where they could slide the frets in.
Individually?
Yeah.
Boom, boom, boom. Oh.
But
slid them in.
Yeah, and they got real good at it. You could actually put all the frets in like a matter of minutes. It was a real...
Wait, put them in, pound, put them in, pound. No, nothing.
They would
just
clip it off. They somehow... They had a device.
Wow.
Yep.
I love the color that it's turned, man. That Olympic white turning to that nice
Butterscotch.
butterscotch yellow.
Mhm.
It's amazing. That's awesome. And in the back, just it's light too, man. Real number.
Funky on the inside. See that green?
And you can see the original color almost, huh? Some of the white, that Olympic white color.
Mm-hmm.
I like that.
Yeah, that's human.
Sweat, whatever.
Oh wow. What's on there? Got some markings on there.
Got cereal on the end.
No, once again, it's the
Oh yeah, there it is.
V-neck, and as you can see, this is pretty stripped out, which is bad. You know,
So
these are-
that might be from someone trying to adjust it with the neck on, as opposed to taking the neck off.
well,
or-
probably having the wrong size screwdriver.
Yeah.
It looks like, what is that? An 8? It looks like a crudely drawn
Yeah,
8, and then
it's
it's
an 8.
16.
Yeah, and then I don't know what that
that
is. So the finish in here is also aged, but then you can see the white, the oldie white, huh?
Yeah. And that's an ash body.
Reza, Croft, or something. Who knows?
Probably L. Crawford. And then there's an F700, little circle that says F700. I don't know what any of that means.
Yeah.
But there's the hole again. This is the extra hole where they had attached the
Yeah.
stick to do the finish work. Oh dear. Not. There's some rust.
Yeah.
There's the wire.
Okay, and that's ground.
Yeah, that's a ground wire. So that when you hold the strings, the hum goes away.
Well, okay, so this being a split single coil, it should be hum canceling.
Yes, but when you let go of the strings, sometimes there will still be a buzz.
Okay.
It's just a thing that they do.
So that's why.
That's why they have the ground wire.
And to me, P basses have always been the kind of dark horse, because by themselves they don't necessarily sound pretty.
No.
You know, but in a mix and a recording, I mean, they always work. It just works. It's,
When you think that what we're looking at here is the third revision of the first electric bass ever made, which, the first revision, the first P bass was
First
in
one.
'49.
and that looked like a Tele?
What later came out as a Telecaster bass,
Okay.
and then they changed it in '54, and all they did was add contours.
Mhm.
And then in '57, we got what basically looks like
This.
this, or actually more like that with maple fingerboard.
Okay. Huh. One piece maple fingerboard.
Correct.
Boom. Okay.
And then that's it. That's what everything from then on, 57 on, is based on this.
Wow.
All right.
All
Pull this out.
Wow.
Ooh. This is not CTS. This green wire is not original.
Pickup wire's original though. That looks
Yeah.
like
Yes.
it's not
Ground
cloth.
wire. Once again, you can see the nice original
Yeah.
color. Looks good.
That looks awesome.
Little yin yang action in the
That's
top.
pretty
dot.
awesome, man. I know. Is that a Ulyate gnarly thing?
No.
Maybe? No.
I don't have the patience for that. Get it all lined up to go back in.
Oh,
Yeah.
and foam. Springs and foam.
No, that's original.
That's
This-
original.
That's yeah.
Copper grounding plate with foam. Now this foam is
Yeah,
very
I was gonna
hard.
say, no
Oh
more
man,
spring left
that's
in that.
that's ready to become powder.
And look at our pickups.
Oh, there's our numbers, right?
So we can get these. There we go.
Oh, you're gonna get the. Ooh.
That's the under the pickup, which is Formvar wire.
Formvar. And like you were saying, this was that plastic
Correct.
shielded wire that they used back in the day.
Is form bar the type of wire or the manufacturer?
It's the type of wire, I believe. Formvar, yeah. It's just a kind of wire. It's a coated copper wire.
Okay.
Okay.
Huh. And were these dipped? Did they do that yet?
I
The
believe
wax?
they were dipped. They would make these bobbins, and then they would dip them in lacquer, so that the magnets would be in no actual contact with this wire. And then they would wind it, and then they would either. Looks like these were dipped in lacquer again,
Okay.
to pot them, to keep the feedback or squealing down
Okay.
in a high gain
Interesting.
situation.
When you're blasting through that big Ampeg.
Oh yeah.
Thing's
Rusty and funky, and these pickup routes are pretty nice.
Mm-hmm.
Sounds classic. IBFP all the way.
Little Jonesy.
Oh yeah.
This has got a big neck to it. This has got a real big neck.
Yeah.
Look like it.
It feels chunky. It feels nice and substantial.
Those flat wounds seem pretty bright to me.
Yeah, they do. And they're old. I mean, how long have they been on there? I mean, literally
20 years.
20 years. Are you kidding? 20 years. Wow. Doug, you need a P bass, man.
I know.
I think everyone needs a P bass. Yeah, that sounds awesome, man. That's literally what that would be.
Kinda, yeah.
So this is Carrie's bass with Carrie's pickup too, right?
Correct. It's also shot with nitrocellulose lacquer.
That's nitrocellulose, okay.
Round wound strings.
Sounds pretty badass. Slap. That sounds good. That almost sounds like it has foam. It just has a good.
So resonant.
Spanky, huh?
Yeah, it feels just like super broken in.
This is a pretty killer sound. And,
It is. It is.
I mean, just listening to you guys play it, it was like,
It's pretty rad. All right, guys, this is Steve Arajo, Doug Koeppen, Howard Ulyate for the bass hang. This wraps up the P-Bass Icon Series bass deconstruction videos.
Day of
Something
fun.
like that. Day of fun. So
P-bass fun.
thanks again for joining us, and I hope you enjoyed it. Bye.
Is it fading out?
It's fading out as we speak.